TJ Shorts. How many more weeks we'll be talking about TJ Shorts, Donatas? Why are we always talking about TJ Shorts? What's happening?
As many as it needs to see TJ Shorts in a situation where he can display his full talent and just show everyone why he is a great player.
What are you suggesting here? What do you mean a situation where he can display? He's in the best team in Europe, Panathinaikos, Athens. What is the problem?
The problem is playing time and the role that he gets in the EuroLeague. We're 5 rounds into the EuroLeague season. TJ Shorts, the MVP race candidate from the last year that finished third in the MVP voting, the number 4 player in the BasketNews players ranking entering the 25-26 season. He's averaging 4 points, 0.6 rebounds, 2.8 assists, and 4 PAR per game in 13 minutes of action. So, according to Greek journalists, Sotiris Vatakis, by the way, great journalist, Crvena Zvezda submitted a loan offer to Panathinaikos for TJ Shorts, and the offer was declined. It's not only us making noise about TJ Shorts. It's not only about Shima Moneke complaining about his friend's role in a team in Athens, but it's also about the EuroLeague market following his situation. So we see these loan offers. Who knows if, let's say, TJ Shorts finish his season in Athens, he's on a 2-year deal. What if he does what Lorenzo Brown did? I want out. What if TJ Shorts is not going to last long in Pana? And there are 2 situations. Loan offers already coming from some teams. With Panathinaikos thinking like, okay, let's put it somewhere else and let's restructure the team for the next season with TJ in the plans and in the books. Or maybe we're going to see some buyout offers with some teams saying, hey, you don't need TJ Shorts. We need him actually. So save some money, make him happy, and do the other signings, players that could fit better the current core that they have. Some suggesting that we should identify these best loan or just landing destinations for TJ Shorts in case things are not going to unfold well in Pana.
Well, I don't know. First of all, I think it's almost impossible he gets loaned out. I don't know, maybe I'm stupid, but I just don't understand how would the Panathinaikos loan their biggest, best off-season signing according to EuroLeague GMs.
I know one scenario.
Okay.
So let's say we have 5 rounds more, stats, role is not changing. He doesn't feel himself. Ataman sees that he needs a different type of player coming off the bench. Let's loan him out to a team that is a non-threat for us. For instance, Bayern Munich, where Gordon Herbert makes any point guard type of TJ Shorts is amazing. So let's make him happy. And let's talk again. Let's sit at the table again in summer where Kostas Lukas is on an expiring contract. And he turns 36 during the season. And he once said, if I see that the level of basketball declined, my level of basketball declined, and I cannot catch up with the top level, I would rather retire than just sit on the bench to get paid, but just be, non-impactful player on the team. So who knows if Slukas feels himself in summer. And let's say in a theoretical case, because if he continues, I don't see him anywhere than Panathinaikos. But let's say he retires. You have Kendrick Nunn, Jerian Grant, and this need off the bench spark. And let's not underestimate this role. Slukas coming off the bench proved crucial for Pana in their championship run. So that's where TJ Shorts could thrive. So maybe that's why Pana could be patient of the situation, not to rush with his contract, not to cut it, not to sell him, but just keep their cards on the table for the 26 offseason.
No, I get it. And I just feel like they could still use Shorts the way they tried him in the starting lineup. I think that was not the right way to do it. They tried him now last game off the bench because I think Slukas was starting and Nunn together. I think they should stick to what was working last year and just give time for Shorts to actually get into rhythm, because he's been playing better and better every game, essentially. If you look at his production, okay, like in the EuroLeague, it's not as obvious, but in the Greek league, he already scored 19 against Olympiacos. He scored just now, a few days ago, 18 against Colossus. So it's like he's getting there. It's being figured out. I feel like with Ataman teams in general, since when are we judging an Ataman team and the way they're playing in the first half of the season? It's always been about when you get to the playoffs, when you get to the second half. So I feel like everyone's patient, at least from the fan side. Everyone, when we were talking about this last time, when we were discussing TJ Short's integration so far in the comments, everyone was like, guys, give him time. Like he needs time, and I feel like both the fan base is patient. If the fan base is patient, I feel like the management is patient too. It's not like they're losing all their games. It's more about just time and integration, and I feel like at some point they'll figure it out.
I agree with you, because he had this horrible infection during the preseason that ruined his preseason, which is important for a player like TJ Shorts coming over to a new team. So now he needs to get in his rhythm, to feel his place on a team, to adjust, to see how coach is handling him as well. So at least another month or two is something you can be patient with for sure.
Yeah. And
this Greek league point to me is also important. I know that they play different lineups, there are different rules and stuff, and they do not need to play their main players, but 16-point average shows that, I mean, TJ's in the game. I mean, he's not mentally dead, he's not physically dead. He can perform. It might be just a matter of time. Cedi Osman is a live example of making that huge transition. Now he's one of the most efficient players in the EuroLeague, while he was really behind to start the first half of the season.
Yeah.
I know the situation, the roles are different. That's the main point. I was never a fan of this move, and this start of the season just doesn't look good, but there's no need to make hard decisions in October or November or even December.
Exactly.
But,
so are we entertaining this idea? What if?
Exactly.
Okay, let's
and
entertain
it's not
it.
just about what if. If you are about to go after TJ Shorts, whether it's before the EuroLeague signing deadline, because if you want to switch teams during the EuroLeague season, the deadline
from EuroLeague to
deregister is beginning of January.
Yeah.
So you have to see what you can do, and you have to prepare the package for TJ Shorts, right?
Or you just get him on loan, right? So
yeah, but maybe for teams like Bayern, that would be a great solution. Jokubaitis is out, Gordon Herbert is master, and I checked that none of Bayern guards, Kamar Bolven, Stefan Jovic, they're not averaging more than 20 minutes. And like TJ Shorts is a perfect fit for that team. And for Pan, it's like, okay, we're giving a player to you. You're not making any threat to us. And there are not many places where TJ, there are many places where TJ would try, but it's just a great
How long is his contract one more time?
2 years.
2 years.
Guaranteed.
Okay. So I liked your idea about Slukas, maybe retiring or whatever. I like that. But in terms of the teams, I think the one that already knocked on the door makes a lot of sense. Crvena Zvezda with their struggles, of course. But then once players return, I guess you again have this maybe a positive puzzle in your head. How do you now distribute time and roles? But in general, I feel like TJ could be running that offense. We've seen that they need a guy like essentially to help Cody Miller-McIntyre. And I think in general, if you look at all the teams, Zvezda would have the most like potential to cover up for TJ's lack of size defensively. They're a great defensive team, and what they're really missing is this offensive spark. So,
and especially a point guard player, his connection with Chimo Moneke should be huge. Would be huge. Sasha Obradovic coming off a stretch where he helped Mike James to become the MVP. He's just like those players. He just like those ball handlers. So TJ Shorts would be a perfect solution, that's for sure, for Zvezda. And it was a great idea by Zvezda.
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that if they decline that offer once, if things don't change, they could approach again, I guess. We should see it. I don't know. Like, because you said it happened. No, it's reported that by the Greek journalist that Zvezda already tried, but they could try again if, let's say, the situation doesn't change for both teams.
Unless they make other moves, or signings, and it's too late.
So you mentioned Bayern. Another team I would mention still is from Serbia, I think, because of the recent news. Yeah, Karlik Jones being injured. I feel like TJ replacing him makes all the sense in the world too.
Yeah.
A point guard. But again, this one is, I don't know.
Trade offer. Ife Lundberg to Pana and TJ Shorts on loan to Partizan.
I guess Lundberg wouldn't need such a big role. So
exactly.
Kind of
that's the thing. I mean, if you compare player by player, it doesn't make much sense. Yeah. But I'm talking about team needs.
Yeah, because it's not always about getting the biggest names together. It's about the fit. Yeah. So I get it.
If I'm Savic, if I'm Željko, I'm calling Yanakopoulos or Ataman.
But I feel like just, like reiterating, for Pau, it just doesn't make sense to give TJ Shorts away to any other EuroLeague team. You're essentially weakening your roster. And let's say there's an injury to one of the players who you never know.
The big threat that I see that you keep him until the end of the season. His role is not changing. He doesn't get into his rhythm. And mentally to have him back and to have a conversation about his role for the next season might be a tough conversation.
But if he's doing well in the Greek league, and, like we said, maybe mentally he's fine. It's just about getting into the rhythm.
That's maybe. So.
And it's only 5 games so far in the EuroLeague. It's really, really not a lot. Okay, minutes-wise, he had 20 minutes against Baskonia. That was his most. Took 7 shots in that game, 3 assists. I mean, didn't make those shots on a good percentage. Only 5 points. Last game, he played against Efes off the bench, almost 12 minutes and 7 points. Season high so far. That was mostly free throws those points were achieved by. He's averaging about 3 assists off the bench. So, I mean, he's contributing a little bit, but I feel like it's just about time.
The team that actually would benefit from having TJ Shorts is, I mean, it wouldn't take too much of packing for TJ Shorts if he would move to that team, right? He wouldn't even need to change flats, I guess.
I just didn't even consider any of this crazy... Olympiacos would definitely be grateful. That would be the biggest gift from the gods to get TJ Shorts. But
there's no way
there's no way
where they make a contract termination with TJ Shorts without including a clause that you're able to join any EuroLeague team you want. There's no way they let him go with a condition that he can join Olympiacos.
But the team needs and fit. I mean, that's exactly what Olympiacos would. They would put him at the starting lineup and with the biggest role for the point guard spot.
And just to add to your point, there's no need for Pana to make the other teams better. So for sure, there's no chance that, let's say, Monaco, Hapoel, wherever, Real Madrid, even Barcelona, he would fit in Barcelona well. If they call Pana is like, okay, let's make them stronger. I don't think so. So that's why I'm looking at teams like Bayern. But at the same time, there is this team in the middle of nowhere, like in the NBA, you have this worst situation to be in. And Milan seems like a bit lost, right? With no clear direction.
So 2 guys
now? And when
I'm
thinking about Milan and their long-term project, it's not a loan agreement. If I'm Milan, I'm making a buyout agreement to Panathinaikos. Because when you think about, when you look at their backcourt, to me it's crazy. They have Mannion, Blomaro, Lorenzo Brown, Quinn Ellis. Okay, Armani Brooks, a little bit different player, but...
Tonut.
Point guards. Like ball handlers. A lot of names, but who is the best?
I mean, Lorenzo Brown probably and Mannion.
But do they actually thrive when Lorenzo Brown is leading? He's also out for many, many weeks. And I have 5 players on solid contracts, and I'm missing this one clear leader on my backcourt. TJ Shorts would be my answer. Moving forward, especially, even this year, he will help a lot. But even moving forward, that would be a crucial piece to build the team going forward.
Okay.
If I'm Milan, I mean, I'm doing my moves behind the scenes.
I feel like that Milan is also in that consideration of teams that might be trouble, that might create any trouble for Panathinaikos.
There still are.
Because they can bounce back from,
Can you imagine if he joins Milan? Milan finishes in the play-in or 8th in the standings, and they face Pana in the playoffs.
I can't imagine TJ Shorts being loaned out. That's number one. That's number one.
But yeah, what's important to emphasize, we're still patient.
Yeah.
We wish TJ Shorts all the best.
Of course.
He deserves more time, more opportunities. He is the better when the situation provided for him. So let's cheer for TJ Shorts.